studied the apes longer than expected. Not falling, just considering rest. Phone in my hand, one name on my screen. Thought if you don't call, I might finally leave. Wind in my jacket, mind in a storm. Praying for a sign, only got more questions. Your last voicemail on a loop in my head. He said don't disappear, I replay what you said. I almost let go of the wheel of the road, but it's on, we both broke. Had the truck in drive, had my pride packed up. Had your picture face down in the dash, giving up. I almost let go of your sweatshirt, your side of the bed, what we wrote. But my hands got heavy, heart pulled slow. Yeah, I almost let go. Almost let go. Back rows quiet, but my thoughts were loud. Every memory flickered like a blast in town. All our little fights, all the nights we tried, all the times I swore I was done. Still stayed by your side, pulled to the shoulder, let the engine hum low. Tears didn't fall, but they wanted to roll. I whispered your name like I have said prayers. And if I'm really done, why you still right there? I almost let go of the wheel of the road, but it's home, we both broke. Had the truck in drive, had my pride packed up. Had your picture face down in the dash, giving up. I almost let go of your sweatshirt, your side of the bed, what we wrote. But my hands got heavy, heart pulled slow. Yeah, I almost let go. Almost let go. Maybe healing is turning around at the cliff. Like, cause you're sure, just cause you can't live like this. I'm not alright, but I'm still here, you know. Guess the part of me just never lets go. I almost let go of the wheel of the road, well, this home we both broke. Had the truck in drive, had my pride packed up. Had your picture face down in the dash, giving up. I almost let go of your sweatshirt, your side of the bed, what we wrote. And if tomorrow hurts, I'll take it slow. Cause I almost let go. Yeah, I almost let go. Everything almost broke, but didn't answer. From outside, I tried to look stable. We were passing plates that didn't like nothing. You were scrolling headlines at the table. You were laughing low at some stupid meme. I was counting all the ways this could cave in. 2 forks, 1 crack in the drywall. Tiny sign only I was taking in. We were closer than it looked to walking out, to giving up. Half a word, half a tear. Could've burned this quiet love, but we held our breath and we let it out. Didn't slam that second door shut. Yeah, we were closer than it looked. Closer than it looks. But I was halfway packed in my head by August, boxing up sweaters that never did wrong. You were halfway gone in your own guard logic, sleeping on the edge all night long. And you're touching my sleeve just a little too gentle. Said it's been heavy, I don't feel hurt. I could've shrugged, could've changed that subject. Instead I stayed right there on your every word. Closer than it looked to walking out, to giving up. Half a word, half a tear. Could've burned this quiet love. funny how the big things hide, and now I'm finding it's alright. One deep breath, one long night kept us on the same side. We were closer than it looked, to walking out, to giving up. Half a word, half a tear could have burned this quiet love, but we held our breath and we let it out. Chose to stay and not give up. Yeah, we were closer than it looked, closer than it looked, closer than it looked, closer than it Damage came uneven, without symmetry. Left pieces functioning where others failed. You said guess we're even, but that didn't hit me till the dust all settled and the color paled. You took all the birthdays, left me the bills. You took the soundtrack, I kept the stills. Scrolling through summers we can't relive. Every swipe a promise we didn't give. We didn't break clean, scratch at the edges. Love in the middle, fear on the fences. Moved on fast, at least that's how it seems. But I'm stuck here sweeping up the in-betweens. We didn't break clean, we just came apart slow. Shards in my hands from the letting go. You got the highway, I got the scene. Get some goodbyes, don't ever break clean. Your jacket in the closet like a boarded up door. That cologne in the fabric got me back on the floor. I talk like I'm fine till the mirror talks back. Say I'm past it all, but my chest disagrees with that. Friends say she was poison, like that makes it light. But we laugh like kids in the low of the night. Now I drive past your exit, radio down. Let the choir tell me why I missed that sound. We didn't break clean, cracked at the edges. Love in the middle, fear on the fences. You moved on fast, at least that's how it seems. But I'm stuck here sweeping up the in-betweens. We didn't break clean, we just came apart slow. Shards in my hands from the letting go. You got the highway, I got the scene. Get some goodbyes, don't ever break clean. I ain't angry, I ain't begging, just tracing the outline of what we wrecked it. You were never all that reckless. We just aim to hurt and hope for the best, yeah. We didn't break clean, just cracked at the edges. Love in the middle, fear on the fences. You stitched your heart where the new light streams. I'm still here, threading through the old seams. We didn't break clean, we just came apart slow. Learning that healing's not putting on a show. You took your future, I kept the screen. Watching the credits of what might have been clean. Some moments stay private for survival reasons. Even memory doesn't replay them fully. You ask why I flinch when the room gets quiet, why I scan every shadow like it still could pull me. You see the scar but not the scene behind it. You see the laugh but not the years it cost. I learned to fold my pain up small and tidy. Tuck it in a pocket where it can't get caught. I didn't show the worst, you only got the edit. Thought if you saw the dirt, You grab your keys and head out. So I hit the sleepless nights, the way my hands still shake at red lights. You met the version I rehearsed. I didn't show the words. The joke about my past like it's just a story. Skip the part I drove all night, white knuckled on fumes. Say I'm doing fine when I taste that poison crawling up my throat in this quiet room. You hold my face, say baby I can take it, but you don't know the weight I'm dragging through the door. Every time I think of really letting you in, I see another bag just walking off my porch. I didn't show the worst, you only got the edit. Thought if you saw the dirt, you grab your keys and head out. So I hit the sleepless nights, the way my head still shake at red lights. You met the version I rehearsed. I didn't show the word. If I open up that attic, dust and boxes, broken habits, would you help me haul it down or leave it where you found it? If I said the quiet parts, trembling voice, unraveling heart, would you hold the boy behind this man or say you understand and run as fast as you can? I didn't show the words, you only got the edit, but you stayed through the first little cracks where I let it. Now you see the sleepless nights, the way my hands still shake in red light. And when I hand you every hurt, you don't turn from the word. You don't turn from the words. Yeah, I finally showed the word. My chest and sounding chain before my mind caught up. Even silence sounded heavier than usual. You passed me salted dinner, eyes on your plate, fork scraping porcelain louder than your voice. You laugh at bad show, but it ain't a flat. Your hand on mine felt like a borrowed coat. Too big in the places they used to feel right, too thin where I needed it most. I felt it before words, like a stone that forgot to rain. All the pictures on the wall, looking at me not the same. You were right there in my arms, but you leaned some other way. I felt it before words, and I lost you before you could say. You asked you good in the blow of the fridge. I said I'm fine just to hear something. We moved through the house like careful ghosts, tracing old routes we didn't believe it. Your truck keys stayed on the same hook nail, but the drive in your eyes was already gone. You kissed my cheek out the middle of my mouth like a little sign us to move on. I felt it before words, like a door eased almost closed. Every draft across my skin, telling me what I don't want to know. You were right there in my arms, but you leaned some other way. I felt it before words, and I lost you before you could say. Maybe if I caught it early, name the crack in the paint, we could've patched it messy, ugly. Let the light cut through the stain. Yeah, instead I watched the dishes gather in places we once prayed, and every good night sounded careful, like we both rehearsed the break. I felt it before words, like a prayer that hit the roof. Every quiet little gesture turning into harder proof. You were I stopped interrupting the truth inside my breathing. Let it say what it needed without correction. Driving past your exit just to feel that bleeding. Every mile of question, every sign of confession. I scroll through your pictures, stay stuck on the last one. You laughing in August, I'm pale in December. Try to outrun the echo of what we become, but every quiet moment makes me remember. Let the waves speak, let it talk like it's angry. Let it sit in the backseat while I drive through the memories, yeah. Let the waves speak, if it shakes, let it shake me. If it breaks, let it break me. Cause I'm tired of pretending it's empty. I used to drown the feeling in a loud distraction, talking over a heartbeat so I couldn't hear him. Now I'm learning silence like a slow subtraction, taking out the lies till the pain gets clear. I ain't looking for a rescue, just a little mercy from myself in the mirror when the dawn cuts early. You were right about my pride, how it runs and it hides. I'm just sitting here steady while the hurt testifies. Let the waves speak, let it talk like it's angry. Let it sit in the backseat while I drive through the memories. Let the waves speak, if it shakes, let it shake me. If it breaks, let it break me. Cause I'm tired of pretending it's empty. If this is what growing up feels like, letting all the hardest parts see light. I'll stand in the middle of the fallout sky and listen till the ache runs dry. Let the waves speak, let it talk like it's angry. Let it sit in the backseat while I drive through the memories. Let the waves speak, if it shakes, let it shake me. If it breaks, let it break me. I'll be staying quiet till it's ready to leave. Some survival doesn't make sound, it just prevents disappearance. I was learning how to stay found in a house that fit interference. Supper plate coat on the table, mama talking low to the ceiling. TV glow, empty cable, I'm a ghost of my own feelings. They say, boy, you're so quiet, like that means I ain't dying inside. I just swallowed every riot, turn the screams into something I hide. I live through quietly, nobody heard the storm in me. Kept a calm face, steady seat, while my heartbeat tripped on broken streets. They all said you're doing fine, didn't see the tremor in my spine. I held on silently, I lived through quietly. Got good at changing the subject, talking weather, talking ball games. Never said how much I bled when they turned my love into blame. Drive alone past the old school part out back where the fights were, thinking how I played a fool just to keep from swinging first. Now I toss off to the mirror, ask why's the hurt still hiding. Every scar just makes it clear I was raised on barely so quietly. I lived through quietly, nobody heard the storm in me. Get a calm face, steady seat, while my heartbeat tripped on broken streets. They all said you're doing fine, didn't see the tremor in my spine. I held on silently, I lived through quietly. Maybe one day I'll speak in thunder, yeah. Let these fault lines crack the cover. But till then I breathe in lightly, carry all this weight so quietly. I live through quietly, nobody heard the storm in me. Kept a calm face, steady seat, while my heartbeat tripped on broken streets. They all said you're doing fine, didn't see the tremor in my spine. I held on silently, I lived through quietly. every sentence carried extra meaning underneath. I just never offered full access. Kept my heart folded like letters in the dash. You were reading headlines, not the fine print in my chest. Said I'm tired, man, I'm terrified of losing you. Said it's fine when it felt like falling through the roof. I meant more than I said. Every I'm okay was me begging you to stay more than I said. Every quiet night was screaming in my head. If you could hear the words I never let out, you know I loved you more than my pride allowed. I meant more than I said, way more than I said. You asked me where my mind goes on them every night. I shrugged it off, changed the subject to the weather. But I was in the rear view, replaying every fight, holding back the floods, call it hold it all together. Told you go if you want, hoping you prove that wrong, yeah. You were dissing my tone, I was just trying to sound strong. I meant more than I said. Every do what you want was please don't disappear. I meant more than I said. Every do what you want was please don't disappear. More than I said. Every half laugh joke was hiding all my fear. If you could hear the words I never let out, you know I loved you more than my pride allowed. Way more than I said, way more than I said. If I call you up now, say what I really mean, would it heal the harm or just wake you from your peace? I practice in the dark, every line under my breath, all the stays I buried, all the don't goes I left unsaid. I meant more than I said. Every I move on was I don't know, I don't went more than I said. Every closed off door is open just for you. If you could hear the words I never let out, you know I love you still, I just say it different now. I meant more than I said, way more than I said. Past versions of me still live behind my posture. They don't speak, but they never left. They walk with me into every room I enter. Hands in my pockets, jaw a little set. I still flinch when the door shuts a little too hard. Laugh it off like it ain't that deep. Scroll my phone till I'm half awake, half gone, afraid of what I see if I fell asleep. You said I'm better now, but I still hear that younger me calling from the dark. I keep my shoulders proud, but there's a tremble hiding underneath my heart. I move on, move on. Yeah, you're stitched in every shirt I put on. Yeah, some love, some hurt, some wrongs are never fully gone. Your name's still saved, I just changed a little picture. Can't erase what the pixels know. Same town, same sky, same exit sign flicker. I take the long way home, driving slow. Talk tough when I'm out with the boys on a Friday. Play it cool, say I'm doing fine, but I choke on the truth when the bar lights fade and I'm parked in the quiet with too much time. You said I'm better now, but I still hear that younger me calling from the dark. I keep my shoulders proud, but there's a tremble hiding underneath my heart. I move on, move on. Yeah, you're stitched in every shirt I put on. Yeah, some love, some hurt, some wrongs are never fully gone. Maybe healing ain't a clean cut line, more like a scar you trace sometimes. Yeah, I'm alright, I swear I'm fine most nights, but when your song comes on, I remember I'm still split inside. You said I'm better now, but I still hear that younger me calling from the dark. I keep my shoulders proud, but there's a tremble hiding underneath my heart. Change happened where nobody was looking. By the time they noticed it was permanent. We were kids in our Sunday best, trying to fit in all the frames they printed. You were biting on your sleeve at the altar. I was counting every crack in the floor. Little tremor in your voice said I'm fine, but I never heard fine sound like what? No one saw it form, silent like a storm in the drywall, spreading in the dark, hiding in the calm of the small talk. We were smiling in the picture, both of us already torn. Yeah, it crashed in the middle of a clear blue day, but no one saw it form. Field out back where we carved our initials. Now it's fence, fresh paint, same land. You still drive past slow at Christmas. I still ghost your name when I pray, head in my hands. Mama says you changed like it's weather. Daddy just shrugs, keeps his eyes on the game. If they knew how long I've been drifting, they know that I started leaving long before I ever drove away. No one saw it form, silent like a storm in the drywall, spreading in the dark, hiding in the calm of the small talk. We were smiling in the picture, both of us already torn. Yeah, it crashed in the middle of a clear blue day, but no one saw it form. Maybe I was waiting on a red flag brighter. Maybe you were hoping I would read your mind. Funny how a lifetime fits inside a whisper and breaks on a Tuesday right on time. No one saw it fall, silent like a storm in the drywall, spreading in the dark, hiding in the calm of the small talk. We were smiling in the picture, both of us already torn. Yeah, it crashed in the middle of a clear blue day, but no one saw it fall. Every consequence arrived with precision, like something that already decided. How'd I end up in your driveway at midnight? Hands on the wheel, but I'm tired of fighting. Your dog barking, porch light flickers. You open that door like a loaded question. You say you always come back when you're broken. I laughed once, but my chest feels swollen. Nothing felt accidental. Every yes, every let go, every mile that I drove back home to you, like the road already knew where it would go. Nothing felt accidental. You were carved in the rear view metal. I was praying for a sign, but the truth was your name written straight through my schedule. Nothing felt accidental. Your mama's Bible on the counter by the car keys. Coffee stains on the page we argued about. She said love ain't luck, it's a choice made daily. I chose pride, then I chose this drought. Now I'm tracing all the nights I went silent, all the times I picked work over dancing, all the ways I kept my heart on quiet, like I didn't know you were my last chance. Nothing felt accidental. Every bruise, every bend, vow, every time that I swore I was done, but somehow circle back to this house. Nothing felt accidental. Even pain had a pattern to settle. I was begging for a way not to lose, but the answer kept spelling your initials. Nothing felt accidental. Maybe I was led here by every little wrong time, right person feel. Maybe every slam door, every long year was a map folding us right here, right here. Nothing felt accidental. Every crack in my safe shell, every tear that I swore I'd hide, found your shoulder and started to spill. Nothing felt accidental. You just whispered, baby, be gentle, and it hits me like the first time I eventually true. Stopped asking permission. It just entered and stayed visible. You were stirring that black coffee in the kitchen, eyes on the floor, every word so critical. You said I'm fine, but your hands were shaking. I heard the thunder in your breath. Every little silence, every side I glanced felt louder than you ever said. Nothing left hidden in this house tonight. Every locked door swinging open wide. Every quiet question finally has a name. All the little half-truths drowning in the rain. If you wanna leave, if you wanna stay, say it how it is, not some softer way. We're standing in the wreckage of what we didn't say. Nothing left hidden. Nothing left hidden, babe. There's a box in the closet with our first day pictures, ticket stubs and a folded note. I found you when I packed for the weekend, read your words like a second throw. I'm scared I'll hurt you the way I've been hurt. You wrote that in faded ink. Guess we drew our map from a broken compass and wonder why we're on the brink. Nothing left hidden in this house tonight. Every locked door swinging open wide. Every quiet question finally has a name. All the little half-truths drowning in the rain. If you wanna leave, if you wanna stay, say it how it is, not some softer way. We're standing in the wreckage of what we didn't say. Nothing left hidden. Nothing left hidden, babe. Nothing left hidden, babe. I ain't here to beg, I'm here to be honest. I still see forever when I see your face, but I'd rather lose you to the truth right now than keep you close inside a borrowed place. Nothing left hidden in this house tonight. Every locked door swinging open wide. Every quiet question finally has a name. All the little half-truths drowning in the rain. If you wanna leave, if you wanna stay, say it how it is, not some softer way. We're standing in the wreckage of what we didn't say. Nothing left hidden. Nothing left hidden, babe.
They asked what was wrong, I didn't have language ready. Some damage exists outside explanation. Try to draw my map on a napkin. Coffee ring soaking through my hesitation. I just shrugged, said I'm fine, it's whatever. Watched the steam from the cup disappear. They were scrolling, laughing at something. I was busy holding back another year. I got nothing to translate. Hard talk doesn't fit in a phrase. How do I turn this ache into something somebody can say? It's like trying to catch smoke in a paper-thin faith I take. If you can't feel this earthquake in my chest, then there's nothing to translate. My uncle asked why I don't visit on Sundays. Said life gets loud, I'm just tired. Didn't tell him that house feels haunted by the version of me he admired. Old photos on fridges, I dodge them. Eyes all bright, hand-me-down cat. Now I drink from a jug in the kitchen, listening close for a crack I can't pass. I got nothing to translate. Hard talk doesn't fit in a phrase. How do I turn this ache into something somebody can say? It's like trying to catch smoke in a paper-thin faith I take. If you can't feel this earthquake in my chest, then there's nothing to translate. Maybe someday it all finds a sentence, some clean little line on a page. Tonight it's a hum in the background, an engine that won't disengage. So if I just stare at the table and say I'm alright, long day, know there's a whole storm in my ribcage. I just got nothing to translate. Hard talk doesn't fit in a frame. How do I turn this ache into somebody can say? It's like trying to catch smoke in a paper thin faith I take. If you can't feel this earthquake in my chest, then there's nothing to translate.
Mirror shows someone familiar but awesome, like time edited me without approval. Old cap on the counter, dust on the buckle, messages unread, I dug the truth, it's mutual. I trace that scar on my jaw like a timeline. Every fight, every night I said I was fine. Face look grown but my eyes feel younger. Been starving in a house to screams of supper. Recognize myself left standing in that glass. Every promise that I broke looking right back. Got your hoodie on a hook, it still smell like last July, but I wear my pride like armor, then wonder why I cry. Recognize myself less, talking like my dad, saying I'm alright when I'm tangled in the past. If you saw me in that frame, would you even say my name, or would you walk on by the stranger that I became? Kitchen light hums while the coffee goes cold. I scroll through, it's like a highlight roll. You laughing on the tailgate, legs in the moon. Now I'm parked in the driveway, leaving too soon. I rap to the silence, half prayer, half curse, trying to rhyme my way out of getting worse. I'm slow singing all the things I never confessed, like how I loved you more the day you left. Recognize myself left standing in that glass. Every promise that I broke looking right back. Got your hoodie on a hook, it still smell like last July, but I wear my pride like armor, then wonder why I cry. Recognize myself less, talking like my dad, saying I'm alright when I'm tangled in the past. If you saw me in that frame, would you even say my name, or would you walk on by the stranger that I became? Maybe I'm not who I was at 22. Maybe that's the only way to make it through, but I miss that kid who loved you reckless. Now I'm so careful I can't feel my chest and recognize myself there standing in that glass. Every promise that I broke looking right back. Got your hoodie on a hook, it still smell like last July, but I wear my pride like armor, then wonder why I cry. Recognize myself less, whispering your name. If I ever get you back, I won't be the same, but if you meet me in that frame, I'll look you in the eye and tell I had to lose who I was just to know myself so well.
Kindness caused more than aggression ever did. Still chosen when nobody was watching. Held my tongue till it tasted like blood. Smiled through it, heart still coughing. Yeah, I took blame I ain't earned. Let them burn my name in the dirt. Told myself, boy, that's just love, but it sure started feeling like work. Soft was never safe in this town. Every open end got slapped down. Every quiet heart called weak, till it learned to grind its teeth. I got bruises you can't see on my face, from being gentle in a violent place. If I harden up, do I lose my faith? Guess I learned the hard way. Soft was never safe. Kept a door cracked for the ones who left. Lights on, left the key on the counter. They came back just to raid what was left.
turned a safe place into a downer. Mama said, son, don't let it change you. Daddy said, boy, better guard your chest. I'm stuck somewhere in between those voices. I'm wrong, but I still bleed through the veins. Was never safe in this town. Every opening got slapped down. Every quiet heart called weak, till it learned to grind its teeth. I got bruises you can't see on my face, from being gentle in a violent place. If I harden up, do I lose my faith? Guess I learned the hard way. Soft was never safe. So I keep my calm like a secret. Talk low, let the truth sit beneath it. If I love you, you might never know the way of all the storms I held back for your sake. I ain't bitter, just careful now. Same heart, I just guard it different somehow. Soft was never safe in this town. Every opening got slapped down. Every quiet heart called weak, till it learned to grind its teeth. I got bruises you can't see on my face, from being gentle in a violent place. If I lose me just to keep you safe, that's a price I can't pay. But I'll stay this way, even if soft is never safe. Leaving would have been easier to explain. Staying required reasons nobody could see. You pack up your anger in a small suitcase, left all of your questions folded inside me. You slept on your side, shoes by the door. I memorized the pattern of your leaving routine. Half of me swore I'd follow you out, half of me knelt in the space in between. I stayed anyway, in the quiet way you used to breathe my name. Held my hand to the fire of our mistakes. Let it burn, let it burn. I didn't walk away, I stayed anyway. In a house full of photos I can't erase. Guess a part of me loved you in a different way. You were gone either way, yeah. But I stayed anyway. Friends all said, man, you gotta move on, like losing you was traffic, something I could be. They never heard the tremble in your I'm fine, or how you'd hum old hymns and you couldn't sleep. I replay that night like a slow dash cam. You tell life small is the truth you finally spoke. You said, I don't think I know how to love you right. I said, yeah, me neither, but I still held hope. I stayed anyway, in the quiet way you used to breathe my name. Held my hand to the fire of our mistakes. Let it burn, let it burn. I didn't walk away, I stayed anyway. In a house full of photos I can't erase. Guess a part of me loved you in a different way. You were gone either way, yeah. But I stayed anyway. Maybe leaving is a door slam, easy to hear. Staying is a promise that just disappears. You left your sweatshirt, your sin in the sheets. I left my pride right there by your keys. I stayed anywhere, in a quiet way you used to breathe my name. Held my hand to the fire of our mistakes. Let it burn, let it burn. I didn't walk away, I stayed anywhere. In a house full of photos I can't erase. Guess a part of me loved you in a different way. You were gone either way. Yeah, you were gone either way.
world kept testing how much I could disconnect. I refused to become unrecognizable to myself. They said, numb and son, it's easier that way. But I'd rather feel the bruise than fade away. Staring at the ceiling, little town ceiling fans, spinning like the rumors, doing all they can. Phone full of names I don't ever call now. Talk big crowds, but I feel small somehow. I stayed human somehow. Heart on my sleeve in a ghost town crowd. Everybody changing just to fit right in. I kept on my edges, didn't trade my skin. If it breaks me down, I'll take it right now. I stayed human somehow. Mama said, baby, don't you harden that heart. Dad said, boy, this world will tear you apart. I took both voices, let them meet in my chest. Learned to walk that wire, scared but blessed. Yeah, I love some people who just love the escape. Watch them turn to strangers, same smile, new face. I could've joined them, shut the lights in my eyes, but I missed the way the sunrise hits my drives. I stayed human somehow. Heart on my sleeve in a ghost town crowd. Everybody changing just to fit right in. I kept on my edges, didn't trade my skin. If it breaks me down, I'll take it right now. I stayed human somehow. Some nights I almost lost that fight, talking to the mirror like, who is that guy? But I held that line, even shaking inside. If all I ever save is my own damn mind, I stayed human somehow. Heart on my sleeve in a ghost town crowd. Everybody changing just to fit right in. I kept on my edges, didn't trade my skin. If it breaks me down, I'll take it right now. I stayed human somehow. I never learned how to numb correctly. Every moment stay sharp, longer than needed. You could cut your palm on the way that you left me. You walked out calm, I sat there bleeding. Every word you whisper stuck like splinters in the frame of this cold December bed. You slept fine far as I could picture. I kept seeing what you said. Instead, I still felt everything. Every crack, every break, every shiver under my skin. You moved on like it never meant anything, but I still felt everything. Every mile that you put in between, every blue lit night, every ghost on my screen. You went quiet, but my chest still sings. Yeah, I still felt everything. You said we grew up, we just grew different. You said it's best if we leave it where it stands. Funny how you sounded so efficient, while my head shook trying to understand. You found peace in a brand new town, in a picture with your head on your shoulder. I found you in the seeds I ground, and the coffee gone cold on my counter. Over and over, I still felt everything. Every crack, every break, every shiver under my skin. You moved on like it never meant anything, but I still felt everything. Every mile that you put in between, every blue lit night, every ghost on my screen. You went quiet, but my chest still sings. Yeah, I still felt everything. Maybe you don't think about it now. Maybe it was just a faded season. But if you ever wonder why I shut down, it's cause I felt every little reason. I still felt everything.
Every crack, every break, every shiver under my skin. You moved on like you never meant anything, but I still felt everything. Every mile that you put in between, every good-lit night, every ghost on my skin. You said, baby, you won't hurt a thing, but I still feel everything. Yeah, I still feel everything.
Real things don't need noise to exist. They just sit quietly and reshape you. You said love me or let me go in a whisper. Funny how that echo still shakes a room. You packed one bag of my favorite hoodie, left your coffee cup in the sink. Now every small thing feels enormous. I can't move, I just think. True without volume, still cuts so deep. I still didn't scream it, but I heard you leaving. Silence like a sermon, preaching through the evening. You never raise your voice, but you raise my feelings. True without volume, still cuts the deepest. I scroll through our pictures like a checklist, trying to find the first tiny crack. All them bar night smiles and tailgate sunsets can't show the way your eyes stopped smiling back. You said you were tired of my almost changes, the promises parked on the side of the road. Guess the quiet straw that finally broke us was you not saying what I should've known. True without volume, still cuts the deepest. You didn't scream it, but I heard you leaving. Silence like a sermon, preaching through the evening. You never raise your voice, but you raise my feelings. Truth without volume, still cuts the deepest. I used to think love was loud, big words, big fights, crash and shout. But you taught me how soft goodbye can pull the whole foundation out. Now I talk to your ghost on the porch steps, answer questions you never asked out loud. If I listen closer to your quiet, would you still be here right now? Truth without volume, still cuts the deepest. You didn't scream it, but I heard you leaving. Silence like a sermon, preaching through the evening. You never raise your voice, but you raise my feelings. Truth without volume, still cuts the deepest.
Every hard moment left fingerprints behind. Even now I carry their outline. Mama's voice shaking on a late night call. Said, baby, you're strong, it ain't think it all. Lost my cool, broke a hand on the door. Same old anchor, same old worn out floor. Thought I'd drown in their poison pride, till I saw who I was from the other side. This pain, this hurt, this dirt on my shirt, all of that weight, all of that work, yeah, it cut me deep, but it showed me my worth. You broke me down just to ground me in earth. Every scar, every tear, every curse turned into grace, turned into words. I don't love what I went through, but I learned I can't hate what it made me, what it made me. My friends drifting like smoke in the air. Chase quick highs, but I stay right there. Talk Talking to God through a windshield crack, asking why the good ones don't come back. Now it's all spoken with a tempered heart. Give my love slow, but I guard that spark. When I feel that rage creeping up from the dash, I just breathe till the weight rolls past. This pain, this hurt, this dirt on my shirt, all of that weight, all of that work, it cut me deep, but it showed me my worth. It broke me down just to ground me in earth. Every scar, every tear, every curse turned into grace, turned into words. I don't love what I went through, but I learned I can't hate what it made me. What it made choice I chose, but I'm proud I'm standing here exposed. If I rewind, I'd change a few roads. Still I keep the man that I've grown. This pain, this hurt, this dirt on my shirt, all of that weight, all of that work, it cut me deep, but it showed me my